Off the coast of Italy this morning, a massive effort to refloat the Costa Concordia is going exactly as planned. That's according to the people in charge. Mark Phillips is in Giglio, Italy, where that cruise ship hit a reef and sank in January 2012. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. Well, it took one act of incompetence to cause the wreck of the Costa Concordia. It's taken 2.5 years and at least $1 billion in counting to get to the point where the wreck can be gotten out of here. And that point is now. It's the biggest salvage operation ever attempted, and one of the most risky. The ship has been sitting upright on an underwater steel platform since last September. Before that, she had been lying on her side, where she'd been grounded after hitting a rock while passing too close to the Italian island of Giglio, and where 32 people died on the night of the accident. It took an unprecedented operation, what the salvagers call a parbuckling, to roll the ship over into a position where she can now be refloated. But the engineering required to do that is impressive as well. An array of metal flotation chambers, 30 of them, have been attached along the sides of the ship. They're full of water now, but are being pumped out so they can act as giant water wings and lift the Concordia. But it's never as simple as it sounds. The scale of the project is huge. The flotation chambers are the size of buildings. Nick Sloan is the director of the operation.
Very big lifts, the 11-story buildings, 7-story buildings, over 800 tons, so a lot of heavy lifts in a short time.
And only as the ship lifts can engineers be sure she still has the structural integrity to hold together under the strain. Divers have been moving within the wreck, removing what they can, but the remains of one of the victims, a crew member on the ship, have never been found. They're not taking any chances here. Engineering is one thing. Help from other disciplines is welcome too.
Hopefully we've thought of everything, but there's always something you haven't thought about, which will raise its head.
The captain of the Costa Concordia, Francesco Schettino, is still on trial for his role in the disaster. He's accused of manslaughter and abandoning ship. With any luck, the evidence of the crime will be gone before the trial ends. The plan is to raise the wreck just a couple of yards at first, and then float her into slightly deeper water to check for leaks of toxic materials and secure the flotation chambers more securely. Only then will the Costa Concordia be raised another 30 feet or so and finally towed away. Around here, they won't be sorry to see her go. And it's hard to tell by looking, but the Costa Concordia is now 2.5 years later afloat. She's come up a little more than a yard. They're beginning the process of towing her about 30 yards in that direction, where they've got about a week's work to do before she can be towed to the northern Italian port of Genoa, where she'll be broken up for scrap. Gail?
Well, it is quite the process. Thank you, Mark.